Have you ever tried ghost hunting? I'm sure it will be a lot of fun. Now, we will check some of the most haunted places in the Philippines. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. And don't forget to support my channel. The Bellette Dry. This is a major road and highway in the district of New Manila, Quezon City, Philippines. Aside from being a busy road, it is also famous for being haunted. It is believed that a white-veiled lady frequently haunts the site. The tree-lined road adds an eerie feeling, as if something will appear in front of you at any time. It was told that the white-veiled lady is the ghost of a girl who died in a car accident in the area, which is why she has been trying to hitch a ride and find her way home. Other stories indicated that it is a ghost of a young lady who died in the Spanish era. Rumors are not, you better not drive alone, especially at night. The Ozone Disco. The Ozone Disco fire in Quezon City broke out shortly before midnight at 11:35 p.m. March 18, 1996, leaving at least 162 people dead. It is officially acknowledged as the worst fire in the Philippine history and among the 10 worst nightclub fires in the world. Most of the victims were graduating students from the universities in the city. Due to a faulty club emergency exit, a lot of partygoers were trapped and died from suffocation and burns. After the incident, there have been numerous reports of strange activity occurring in the vicinity at night, such as faint disco lights and silhouettes of clubbers dancing through the late hours. As of October 2016, the former location of the Ozone Disco Club now has a new structure and is currently occupied by a branch of food chain. The Red House. The Red House is a former hacienda in San Ildefonso, Bulacan, in the Philippines. The site is mostly remembered for its usage as a Japanese garrison. When they took ownership of the building, the Japanese military murdered hundreds of suspected guerrillas. Hundreds of women were also raped by the soldiers at this site, sometimes repeatedly. Its red walls and old classic design are the silent witness to what really happened inside its blood-painted enclosure. Now, people from nearby villages claim they continue to dig up skulls in the area. Some visitors also experience wailing sounds, screams, and temperature shifts, as well as the eerie feeling that someone is looking at them in the dark. If you are lucky, you might also get to see the lady at the window. Clark Air Base Hospital. Numerous reports of ghost stories exist about the former Clark Air Base Hospital. It is commonly believed that since the hospital treated so many, particularly during the war, it saw vast amounts of deaths. It is those who died here under sudden and traumatic circumstances thought to remain within its decaying walls. A number of people have reported hearing voices echo through the empty hospital, as well as screams of pain within the first floor ward, which was the hospital's pediatric center. Baby screams and cries have been heard by many. Running footsteps can also be heard, as if created by an invisible child. Furthermore, intense paranormal claims have come out citing apparitions and shadow figures throughout the hospital. Some have claimed to see a figure crouching down and peering out from behind the pillars, while many have seen full-bodied apparitions in the morgue. Visiting this place during the day is already scary. Imagine the haunting feeling after dusk, especially if you are alone. Teachers Camp. It was built in 1908 and it has been the training site for American teachers. It was also the training site of the Philippine Military Academy before the Second World War. The dark past of this place and the untimely deaths of the victims of war must have been the reason why there are spirits roaming around Teachers Camp up to this day. If you ask a Baguio resident if renting a cottage at the Teachers Camp is a good idea, the normal reaction would be yes, if you want to see ghosts. People who experience spending a night or two at one of the cottages at Teachers Camp tell their experiences of seeing ghostly apparitions, poltergeists, objects moving around, and doppelgangers. They also hear footsteps late at night, faint wailing, and unusual shadows have been some of the common things that can be experienced there. The White House. Built In the 1920s, the Victorian-style Laperal White House in Baguio was originally owned by the Laperal clan headed by Don Roberto and Doña Victorina. Japanese soldiers reportedly took over it and used it as the temporary garrison. During World War II, where they tortured and killed Filipinos accused of being spies for the Americans. The house's longtime caretakers have reported seeing apparitions coming to and from the house, specifically of a woman in white and a little girl. So, which place will you visit? I hope you enjoyed our episode for today. And don't ever forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, be afraid of the dark. He is always watching.